is cold over here. So I have some coffee, some nice hot coffee. In this video, I kind of just want to have a heart-to-heart, to be honest. So, girly pops, I think if you are anywhere that I was, or still am from time to time, you took a nap or you've been laying in bed rotting, as they say these days, and you just feel gross. And you haven't showered in a couple days, your hair is a little greasy, you're not wearing makeup, obviously, you got like that layer of sludge on your face. And you just feel gross. You're wearing an oversized t-shirt, maybe a pair of shorts, and you're just laying in your bed. And some blankets that haven't been washed, and, well, when's the last time you washed them? You wash your blankets? Wow, I couldn't do that. It takes a lot of work. I can barely even take care of my laundry, or my clothes, or whatever. You been there? I still am there from time to time, as I said. I want to talk about how you decide to show up and how much you care about your appearance actually has an impact on your mental health. Now, I think from a certain perspective, this sounds bad, right? Like, I have to focus on getting my nails done and doing my makeup, and I have to follow the trends and do the new things, and I have to wear the style and the fashion that everybody around me is wearing that's popular because I have to fear the judgment of other people. This is not exactly what I'm talking about, right? So, you know, after you wash your face, you feel refreshed. You brush your teeth, you feel refreshed, right? You hop out of the shower, you feel like a new person. I feel like a new sponge, as SpongeBob said after cleaning an entire bathroom. Why did I say that? It is this sense of renewal that comes from actually caring for yourself, right? So this is actually an aspect of self-care. So we're not talking about paying for really expensive beauty treatments. We're not talking about getting our nails done. We're not talking about getting a pedicure. We're not talking about getting highlights in our hair, getting it professionally styled. We're not talking about that. What we're talking about is putting enough energy towards our physical form, right? So I've talked about it before. What you consume and your health really controls your vital life force. So what I mean by this is things like sugar and unhealthy carbs and things that are processed heavily and bleached. These things have a negative impact on our physical vessels. These things cause inflammation, and this inflammation very often shows up on our face or in different parts of our body, but very often our face. And for some people, some of these harmful things that we're ingesting can create things like rashes on their skin or these kind of issues. So caring for what we're consuming on a health level will affect our appearance too. So that is a very obvious way we're gonna feel better and look better just based on what we're consuming. Another level is hygiene. We've talked about it in other videos, but hygiene as a source of confidence. I think it's really hard to feel confident when we have to go in public with greasy hair. I think we've all done it. That's why we like keeping a bottle of dry shampoo, right? Going somewhere in public with greasy hair, oftentimes we're like stuck thinking about it. Like, do they know? Are they thinking about me? Do they think I look ugly? Do they think I'm dirty? Like, I don't know if it's just me who's had this anxiety in the past because of where I've been and the situations I've dealt with, but I have had almost crippling anxiety just based on the fact that I didn't have the energy to shower that morning. So the sense of renewal that comes from actually cleaning ourselves and being hygienic, it gives us a boost of confidence. Doing things like just washing your face, it does wonders for your self-esteem. I'm sure you will hear this a lot on this channel, but I talk very often about this sense of presence, right? When we're taking the time to pick an outfit or to dress ourselves, to put together something that matches, to wear matching jewelry, or to put on some lipstick, I feel like we're being intentional and we're being present with ourselves. This is a daily ritual that really is our beauty rite of passage into a higher sense of confidence as we move through this reality. Have you noticed that when you put on an outfit that you really, really love, this sense of confidence kind of pushes a lot of the negative anxieties to the side because there's this light that is radiating from you when you are confident. On a practical level, it's really just you feel good, right? You feel good and you can move through the world more confidently, and you feel a little more confident in your voice when you look better. I think a lot of people who are struggling with their mental health, when they are not able to reach those motivational resources to at least clean themselves, it makes them feel even worse. And this can be hard. If you need support, if you really need somebody to help you, I would definitely recommend finding that support, getting out of bed and actually wearing an outfit you didn't sleep in, or getting out of bed and simply putting water on your face, just splashing yourself with water and drying it off. It doesn't just make a huge impact in your appearance, but it actually makes a huge impact on your motivation and on your mental health. And I know this from experience. I want to take this time because I was really inspired by thinking about my past. And that's why I actually wanted to share this video with you. I'm going to insert a little clip probably right here. I don't know exactly where, probably right here, from my past. When I first started trying to record YouTube videos on my other channel. It's been quite a few years now, but I was in a really rough spot. When I was in a really rough spot, I was not truly taking care of myself. I don't think showering as much as I should. I don't fully remember, but I think that kind of shows the issue. I don't even remember what my shower looked like in my first apartment. So I think that's probably not good. I was in a really rough spot. I was struggling with depression. I would wear the same outfit for 4 days in a row. I'm sure some of you relate, and that's why I'm making this video for you. Simply changing your outfit, even if you're not leaving your house, washing your face, brushing your teeth, or even just spraying perfume on yourself. Spraying perfume, I think it shifts your energy. I think spraying perfume and having that scent, it makes me feel more put together, right? And that's why I wear a watch every day. This watch, usually I do try to tell time on my watch, but this one has been slowing. I don't know if I need a new battery or what, but simply putting on this watch every day is almost like a ritual for me that reminds me that I am capable, I am powerful, time is on my side. So when I put this on in the morning and the rest of my jewelry, it adds this new layer of confidence, of assuredness in myself. And I think when you allow yourself to have these little rituals throughout the day, whether it be obvious to others or not, that's not the point, right? That's not the important part. That's kind of what I am with my moisturization practice. When I'm putting lotion on myself, I'm really adding a layer of protection, of love, of nourishment, and of confidence. It is kind of like a self-supporting process. So back when I was going through a really difficult time, I wasn't loving myself enough. I wasn't nurturing myself enough. I wasn't nourishing my body enough. I was drinking too much, and it wasn't water, right? I was not actually taking care of myself on that level. I remember that I always had chapped lips. That's something that means a lot to me now, especially when it's cold, but all the time. I take care of my lips. I take my lip health seriously. I wear a lip mask every night. I think that is just a little ritual that other people might not know, but it is some maintenance that allows me to feel more confident. And I do think this is important as we move through this world, and it's not for other people. I always thought people were looking at me when I was in my worst and at my roughest, and I get that, but now that I feel confident, that I love myself, I'm not thinking about those other people's opinions at all. I am just in my power and able to show up for what I need to do, right? And that's another reason I think you see a lot of successful people wear basically a uniform, right? They'll wear a black shirt and pants. I do have a similar view of fashion, although I am a fashionista. If I'm going to go out or something, I do like dressing up, putting together an outfit that hasn't been done before. I love fashion, so don't get me wrong. You don't have to really understand what I'm saying and where I'm coming from, though. I think a lot of successful people, they have this uniform because it takes a lot of stress out of it, but they feel put together, right? They're still not wearing the clothes they wore to bed. They still have done all of the hygiene. They smell good. They are feeling empowered and feeling capable, right? And especially if they have that routine in the morning where they've routinized it and they're able to do that intentionally crafted routine, it allows their presence to actually be filtered into more things that they are responsible for, that they need to do. And that is just wonderful. And I think you could see how it could add to the confidence. When I was in high school, I loved fashion. I always laid out my clothes and my jewelry the night before. I had my routine. And that was great. But then I went through some really dark times and my mental health started slipping. So did those routines. So did my care for myself. So did my confidence. So did my belief and love in my own self. My trust in myself was diminished. My voice was diminished. And I did not live for myself anymore. And because of that, I didn't care about myself. I didn't care how I looked. I didn't care about my skin, which I was very stressed. My skin was very bad. As you can see from these clips, I did not look as good. And this lasted for a long time. This lasted for a very long time. I had lost a lot of weight. I was very, very underweight. I was not caring for myself, and this made a huge impact on my appearance. Of course it did, right? And I think that's a way that mental health can really show up, which is why if these women or people that are super manicured heavily and wearing a lot of makeup and they almost don't look like themselves, I think that is a different kind of coping mechanism or coping skill to the one that I had, which was the opposite, right? I think both can be the way of coping with some similar problems of not feeling good about ourselves, not loving ourselves enough. Now, if you like makeup and stuff and fashion, I do too, right? Like, I'm not saying there's a problem, but it's this overconsumption, this over effort or non-effort that I think is covering up for this really deep self-doubt and doubt of trust in our abilities, in ourselves, and in our capacity, right? And so I'm here to share with you that taking care of yourself physically through your health will totally expand your energy and confidence. It's about the energy. It's about how you are expressing yourself, right? Are you confident? Is your posture okay? That's another thing that changed. I started realizing when I had bad posture and I started standing taller, right? I started straightening my back and opening my shoulders and allowing my heart to be more broadcasted. That's basically how it feels. Like we're broadcasting our self-expression. I mean, just your genuine expression being seen, being present, being expressed. I think it will work magic in your life. And that is your rite of passage into this more confident, more beautiful life. It is actually starting to trust yourself enough to expand your own confidence, right? And I believe in you. And I hope that this landed. I hope that you understand where I'm coming from. And I hope you realize that you may think that it doesn't make an impact and that your mental health is just what it is and that you can't do anything about it. But as I say in almost every video, it just takes those few small steps. And for you, I would just implore you to change your clothes today. If that is the best you can do, I genuinely mean it. If you slept in the outfit you wore yesterday and you were planning on wearing it all day today, simply change your outfit. See what it does for you. Even if you're not going anywhere, put in some earrings, put on some jewelry, put on just a little bit of lip gloss, just a little bit. Even if that's it, even if you didn't do the other things, doesn't matter. I want you to sit with this, be intentional about it, sit with presence in this, and see how it makes you feel. See where the feelings within you come from. See how this experience in that present moment makes you feel and changes your energy. And do this maybe as a practice for a week, just these small steps, even if you don't leave your house. And see how your energy shifts, because I am almost positive that you will feel something. I'm almost positive. So I believe in you. I love you. Thank you so much. Have a great day.